with you a little background. It's not like I started underneath the 7th Avenue Bridge. I feel very fortunate that I was raised by two parents, a mother and a father, who were very loving. They were very spiritual. My parents were very nurturing. They really pushed for all of their kids to get a great education. As a family, we traveled together. We'd go to Sedona. My parents took us to Disneyland. I had a really happy childhood. I was in what they would call the busing program. So I didn't go to the school in my neighborhood where all of my friends were. I went to a predominantly all-white school, and where I was one of, I think there were 3 black kids in the entire school. It was very difficult to be in that setting back in the 70s. And I developed really low self-esteem. I was bullied. I was called the N-word. I was spit on. It was a very uncomfortable, horrible time. So I started to develop a really bad self-image. I went through that until finally my parents realized that what I was going through was really abuse. So they finally took me out of that school and put me in the school in my neighborhood. I didn't really fit in that school either. So I felt like a misfit in my own environment. But I made it through school and I was not happy. So I made the decision, so I'm going to go to summer school and I'm going to get all these extra credits and I'm going to graduate from high school early and go to college because that's probably where I'll fit in. In fact, I completed all of my credits on a Friday and I started at Northern Arizona University on a Monday. It was overwhelming, it was exciting, it was scary, and I learned very quickly at 17 years old, I did not fit in with that crowd either. They were more mature. But I did meet some really interesting people. And this group of people, they like to go out every night. They were going to ladies' night, and they were going out on Friday and Saturday and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. And they seemed to like me. It's so hard to go out and come home at 5 and 6 in the morning and get to an 8 o'clock class. Well, my grades started to slip. Pretty soon, school wasn't important. I was in every dance contest you could think of. I was hanging out at the bars, hanging out with the girls, shopping, shoplifting, shopping, and found myself getting in trouble. So, of course, I dropped out of school. I got a job, got an apartment, got a car, and was just going through life. Finally got a boyfriend, and I came home from work one day. And my boyfriend and another friend were in the back room and they were smoking something in this little glass pipe. I'd never seen it before, never heard of it. I didn't know what cocaine was. I didn't know what crack was. I didn't know what heroin was. I didn't know what crystal meth was, ice, glass. I didn't know what any of those things are. I'm kind of proficient in them now because of my life experience. But I didn't know back then. I was a baby. And they said, "Here, try it." And I did. Of course I was going to try it because I had no self-confidence and no self-worth about myself. So I tried cocaine for the first time. And I can tell you, I was immediately addicted. So I went from occasionally smoking weed, snorting cocaine, smoking crack to becoming a full-fledged drug addict. I was not beyond anything. Beer runs, shoplifting, breaking and entering, selling drugs, doing hustling, whatever it took. I was not beyond willing to do whatever it took to get high. And I wound up underneath the 7th Avenue Bridge. And months seemed like hours. Years went by and it seemed like months. The time flew by, and before I knew it, I had been out there for 10 years.